railroad bridge turned into a walking path over top of the Perkiomen Creek. We're just down from Graterford. If you want to see how we got here, keep on watching. Okay, so once again, we're going to head out on the Perkiomen Trail, and this is Central Perkiomen Valley Park. We utilized this parking lot a little while ago to head towards Schwenksville, and today we are going to go the opposite way towards Graterford State Prison. We're not actually making a visit, but that's the way we're going. So we're going to head up here, and instead of crossing over Plank Road, which is there to your right, or actually now straight ahead, we are going to go around and go up past that little parking area on the Perkiomen Trail. Just to get your bearings, straight ahead is Route 29 or Gravel Pike. Plank Road will take you to Route 73. And 73 out to Evansburg State Park. And here's the 10-mile mark, so we'll find out for sure when we get down. Well, I would think, I'm thinking 2 to 3 miles, and then we got to come back. The unfortunate thing about the Perkiomen Trail, the Schuylkill River Trail, they are even the Horseshoe Trail. There really is no loop. Your loop is to come back. Sometimes they might run through a park that has other trails and you can kind of do a loop kind of thing, but that's few and far between. All along this trail, we have spots where we're right next to Route 29, and then it goes off into the woods or fields for a little bit, and we even have a bridge. We're going to go across the Perkiomen Creek, so it ought to be neat. One friend holding up another. As expected, we do have a bridge crossing the Perkiomen here, and it is definitely murky. And oftentimes it has been called the Murky Perky. Yeah, it's a little white water, just a little bit, maybe a class 1. Another little vantage point. And looks like we have a tree fall up here to navigate. Well, actually, partially. So just a little bit further, and now we will make a bend to the left. And I think this goes around private property or something like that. But we'll check it out here and see what's going on. House on stilts, what you need right around here. That is a must because of the creek. This might be the private property I was thinking of. Here is a parking lot for the trail, and on Google Maps I couldn't figure out how you would drive your car back here. I wasn't planning to do that. It was just like, wow, how does that happen? And this map isn't very descriptive, so we probably won't know. But yeah, I just wondered, how do you get a car in here? Because it didn't show a road per se. It was kind of vague. So I'm sure as we go along, we will find out where that road goes to, where that big down tree is. It's over there. The trail is straight ahead. Okay, so this road, they don't have a name for it here. I thought I would see something on that sign, but it just says to Graterford to Collegeville, and that's where this trail goes across. This road comes in, I'm not sure where. I'll have to look at it on maps and maybe I can put it in there if you want to do a smaller section. The section we're doing today is pretty small, but yeah, that's pretty wild. I saw it on the map, but I just couldn't trace it, how we would get around it, but whatever. Here we go. And there's more anomalies too. When we get up to Graterford here, which I don't think is too terribly far away, it like does a whole like hairpin thing around this bridge, and that's probably why, because of the bridge. But it'll be interesting to see how that works out. From maps, it looks kind of goofy. So off to the left here, we see a fence, and it's open on the either end. It's for the people on the trail. It's not for the prisoners. They can easily get around this, but yeah, we're supposed to stay on the trail, and that's probably a good idea, is to stay on the trail. There is a crossing here up that way. It goes towards the Graterford State Penitentiary. Down in here, that bridge crosses over the Perkiomen Creek, and that is Graterford proper, the town, village. And the road here, not completely sure, it might be Graterford Road. And we continue on. So that wasn't so weird. I thought it looked different on the map, like a big loop. But there is a spot I thought that has this big like loop to it or something. We'll find out. So I think that place used to be called Graterford Hotel, but I'm sure it's called something different now. They got an outside deck, a couple beverages, some food, right along the Perkiomen. I don't know, maybe. Never been to Italy. Doesn't look like Italy to me, but I've never been there. That building's got to be really old, I would think. Look at the basement. Goes right down to the water. I wonder if they have issues down there. One might be able to tell by that stain running out of a pipe right at the center of your screen. I'm feeling pretty confident that water came out of there recently. Old railroad bridge right there, we're going to be walking on top of. That'll be a nice vantage point. Right here is the beginning of the Skippack Trail, and this weaves its way for, I'm told, 3.3 miles. It looks like it's probably longer than that. We might do that someday. Eight and a half miles now from 10. Coming around this bend that I saw on Google Maps. Appears to be some kind of trail going up that way. Pretty neato this is. Now see, I probably saw Macadam from maps and didn't realize we were going over this bridge. I do remember seeing this bridge, but from a different vantage point, kind of sideways. hear another bike with a motor on it. And that is the Skipack Trail. Absolutely no exercise there with them things. But I guess they look all young, but either way, whatever. Just getting out is getting out. And a view from the top of the bridge. That would be looking towards Central Perkiomen Park where we started. And over here, we gotta go a little bit further. Of course, Trail-Graterford is now behind us, the prison and the town, and just a little bit up we'll be heading to that other parking area, and we will have completed our journey today. Just a little more to go. We are getting closer and closer because I believe up here what we see is a parking lot for a pizza place, and it might be Vince's, I think it was, right on Gravel Pike or 29. And not too long after that is the parking lot for the trail just outside of Graterford. And the next time we venture on this trail will be either starting from there or ending there. We'll have to see. After this, the trail goes through Collegeville. But yeah, if you're on the trail, getting hungry, right there's a place to go. Never been there, don't know the reviews, you can look it up yourself. I believe it's called Vince's. Yeah, Vincent's is the name. I know nothing about them, but there you go. Vincent's in, I would say, Graterford, Collegeville, whatever. That'll get close enough. Rails to trails. And this is our parking lot right here, but we're going to walk up a little further because there's an entrance to something up here. It's like private property. And I thought I'd at least want to take a look, see what there is in there. Mile 8. Oh wow, so they want to do a live steam railroad. That is pretty cool. And I think they might have something going on because they do look like they might have tracks here. Quite an interesting entrance. I'll have to look it up and see if you're allowed in there, how do you get in there, all that kind of stuff. Pretty neat. But because of the sign, we will not enter. Yeah, that'd be interesting to check that out. That'd be pretty cool. Kind of like a train like goes around Thorny Park. 2 miles out to that interesting PA live steam. Very cool. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time on Lumberjack in the Woods.
Peace. Y'all take care.